It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC West. It's the 49ers and the Cards under the lights on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. On the give, it's Mims. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Mims. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run, it's Mims with it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Purdy eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Purdy now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield. Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to throw, Purdy. It'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Purdy off the play fake. On the ground, here's Mims. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy. Down the left sideline. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. It's caught by Davis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the ball is knocked out. And that was scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Mims. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Purdy from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Well, not too long ago, Charles, that would have been a new NFL record. But instead, it's shy of setting the record, which is 66, but still from 65 away, one of the longest kicks in league history.
And that puts him in elite company in the NFL. Only a few have ever even attempted that, let alone put it through the post. How about his moment? It came together for him, and he delivered.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll set up to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll look to throw here. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the first carry here for the running back. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch. Makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Purdy. Short throw caught by Bowers. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Nifty move. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cards are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Mims looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Niners on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Purdy. Complete. Smith has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run on 1st down. Mims. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They run the counter. Mims. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Purdy. That is caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first. They go play action here. Purdy. This is caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners add 6 to their lead. Purdy will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
As we prepare for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Purdy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Mims shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 71 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in midseason form here in the opener. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Mims, and he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Looking to throw. Purdy, flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. And he comes back with one complete. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Purdy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
The production sensational here early on. That last catch going to put him up over 100 yards receiving already in this first half of play.
Back to throw now on first down.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards.
And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way, because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Purdy now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive.
Purdy.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Purdy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinals offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll try the left side. Mims. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind
Offside.
the line.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Purdy now to throw off the play action.
That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
This is 2nd and 8. Purdy. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
This now a 3rd and 4. Purdy sets up to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. Up the middle they go.
Mims, 96 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. This 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mims. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Throwing here, Purdy.
He's got it. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Brock Bowers.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Cardinals offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 13. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd down and 6 now. In motion, the tight end. Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Bowers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They'll try the left side. Mims. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
131 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Over the middle, complete. It's Rose. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Taken down back at the 42.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 58 yards.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The visitors' offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
On the slant, he's got Davis.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack
to the 27-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. That's out to the left and complete. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Now back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. Mims, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And the tight end goes in motion left. Purdy now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now 3rd down and 7. Purdy looking to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mims. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this one complete to Smith. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. On 4th down, here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man on the out route. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and 3. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season.